Hi, this is Monty from Mopart Vehicles, and here's another one of our detailed vehicle appraisals on a car that's just recently come into us. This is our 2014 Smart Fortwo Grandstyle, so the very last of the Smarts, or this shape of the Smart Fortwo. This one is called a Grandstyle, so Mercedes-Benz or Smart, they sort of put quite a few extras on the car, changed the different wheels, made them a bit wider. They used the wheels from the Pulse, daylight running light, headlamps out of a Brabus, heated seats, leather interior, electric mirrors, air conditioning, etc. So they try to cram the car with as many goodies as they possibly could. Now I'm going to briefly walk around the car and then give you a more detailed view very shortly. Now, we don't make these videos just to intentionally pick holes in our cars. You know, she is what, 24 to 6 years of age. I know she's only covered 29,000 miles, but she's not going to be a brand new car, guys. There's going to be a few little imperfections here and there, and I'll point them out to you. Now, I'm going to hold the camera there for a few seconds if you want to make any notes of the registration number, if you want to do any checks in terms of, I don't know, probably mileage really. You're not going to be able to check service history or anything like that. Car's had 3 services done in its life for the 29,000 miles she has covered. Now, going back to why we do these videos, it's all about trust, honesty, integrity. Have a read of some of my reviews on Auto Trader. It's nothing that we've made up. These are all genuine reviews from customers who have purchased vehicles from us. All right, so I'll give you a more detailed view very shortly inside the car. Now, excuse the noise in the background. I do take my videos in a slightly different place to I am today, but unfortunately there was quite a lot of people around, so I just thought I'd come somewhere else. So excuse the noise in the background. So what I'll do is I'll start off from the driver's side front. Okay, just give you a good look around that. Now, if you know much about smart cars, you know all of these panels, they're all plastic. It has a kind of skeleton behind all these panels. All these panels here, they're all plastic. If you took all the panels off, it would still look like a smart car because that's where you've got all the structure behind it. All right, so let's just show you the wheels. They're in all good condition. There's no nasty digs out the wheels, no nasty corrosion, nothing like that at all. Okay, she's got Continental tyres all the way around. Yeah, from memory, the last service was done in January, and the MOT was done then as well, so the MOT is valid until January 2021. Hopefully you can pick up some of the reflections here as well. Not too sure if you can or not. I try and take my videos a bit later on in the day so you don't get too much glare. Now, a few little bits and pieces around here that I've touched up around there. Now again, the only reason I'm showing you this is whether you're 2 miles away or 200 miles away, when you come and have a look at the car, it should be as I've described. I am only human. I don't intentionally want to drag you down here, whether you're 2 miles up the road, 200 miles away, to come and have a look at a car that I've misdescribed. So it's not a sort of get out clause or anything like that. I try and go above and beyond what a lot of garages or lots of dealers tend to do. Yes, they can be a little bit boring, the videos, but it's there for the customers that are really interested in this particular car. They will take the time to watch it and appreciate it. So you've got, as I mentioned earlier on, it's a Grandstyle, so you've got leather interior, heated seats. Hopefully that looks all okay there. Satellite navigation, Bluetooth connectivity for your phone, Bluetooth sort of music streaming as well. Now, this car does not have power steering. A lot of garages out there are advertising their cars with power steering. They don't. It was sort of like an option. It was fitted in about 1 out of 50 cars. So if you do get a guy, someone's advertising a car with power steering, go and double check it. You should be able to turn this steering wheel with one hand. They're a bit harder on a car with non-power steering. Once you get going, it's absolutely fine. So I mentioned it's got air conditioning. You've got the 2 little pods there. One is the clock and one's the rev counter. Electric mirrors on the car as well. Okay. Now, there is, I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it up, this metal part here is the tritium safety cell. So that is like your kind of like skeleton around the car. Now there is, I don't know if you can pick it up here, there's a slight crease there, nothing major, but I'm waiting for our dent guy to come over and address that. I wouldn't normally put a video on until I've had the vehicle fully prepared, but I've had quite a few customers ask about the car and they wanted to see the video. That's it with the roof back. Now this part of the canvas roof where the rear window is, that will also come folding all the way down as well. I've got some pictures of that on there. Let's open up the boot. So you've got a set of mats in the car, and you've got your book pack, service book, etc. We've got back at the garage. Okay, so I mentioned to you there's a couple of little bits on that arch there. Okay, and again, some of the eagle-eyed of you will notice there's just a slight, because it's plastic, it looks like just a slight kind of crease there where someone's probably reversed on it. I'm not going to be changing panels, guys. It's just one of those things, really. They're plastic. There's not a great deal you can do about them. A lot of people do tend to reverse back on these cars, not realise they think they've got a lot less room, and reverse them up. A couple of little marks on here that I've touched up, but that's about it around here. There's a little bit on the front wing, and I'll show you very shortly. All along here looks quite good. A couple of little touch-ups I've done just around the arch here. Now again, if I took a picture back here, you wouldn't pick any of this out. And we've all done it before. We've seen absolutely fantastic pictures of a car. You go and have a look at it and you think, is this the same car that I saw in the advert? Okay, now the bit I mentioned about the front wing is this here, this little edge around here. I have touched it up. If I zoom right in, you can probably try and pick it up. Probably comes out a lot worse in the camera than it actually is, because again, if I took a picture from here, you wouldn't see it. Let's show you inside. Again, door panels are all good, seats are all fine. Show you again, and then obviously we've got that open cabriolet roof, lockable glove box, locking wheel nut keys are in there as well, electric windows. Now this particular model, I should have mentioned it right at the beginning, is the non-MHD. It's the non-micro hybrid drive. It's the 84 brake horsepower engine. It's not the 71 brake horsepower engine. So they did do ones called MHDs. These are not MHD cars. These do not have the stop start, and they don't also need to have their drive belt replaced. So if you buy an MHD 71 brake horsepower, ask the garage if they've changed the micro hybrid drive belt. They need to be changed. On this particular car, you don't need to, because it hasn't got one. Alright, so I wanted to thank you very much for your time. For such a small car, I can't believe it's taken me over 8.5 minutes to make the video. So if you're interested in this car or anything else on Mopar vehicles, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone, email, text message, whatever, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. Alright, thank you very much. Bye bye.